Well, as you know, you probably know, I'm a national member of the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force and National Board of Directors, and a past state chair of Equality California. Why I bring this up is, for 40 years I've served on state and national board, so I get a perspective from throughout the state and also nationally. I just came back from Boston and Washington. After this November, interesting people are saying we need to refocus our priorities. Some are saying what I just talked about. We need to get non-discriminatory things and make sure ENDA is passed and signed. We need to make sure there's protection of our children in schools and hate crime legislation and non-discrimination in housing, a federal thing. For me, I think that's the way to go. I think that the gay marriage issue is going to continue to be there. We'll probably wait and see what the courts does. Obama, there already was 1,000 people demonstrated against, not against, I want to make this clear, let's do this. 1,000 people had an AIDS demonstration aimed at Obama, reminding him about AIDS. Let's not forget that Clinton addressed his first few months gays in the military, and all hell broke loose. President Obama, and let me tell you, I was very proud to serve on his National Gay, Lesbian, and Advisory Board. He gets it. There were more gay and lesbian spokesperson on them. They're not talking about gay issues. They were talking about the economy, about foreign, I think there's gays all over it. He gets it. He understands it. But his priorities are going to be the economy. His priorities are going to be foreign policy. He will get to us. But what do we want him, what's the balance here? Gay marriage, non-discrimination in housing and employing thing, gays in the military, protection of for hate crimes. For me, I must tell you honestly, first for me, it's our youth and hate crimes, protecting youth and other things. Definitely discrimination, a federal for non-discrimination in public housing, employment, and so forth. For gay marriage, I think that time is coming. Don't ever forget, I have such great hope. I guess I'm using that word a lot because I saw it last night, and Obama said hope, and it reminded me of Harvey. I do have great hope, but it's the next generation. If you look at who voted no, it was the 56, my generation. I'm not going, well, I could have went up 60, 70, 80, but that generation voted no. The younger generation overwhelmingly voted yes. Every state where this ballot initiative has been on, we have lost. We have spent millions and millions of dollars on these initiatives. And even the court situation. So now we're going to wait. Should we continue to spend these millions and millions of dollars on this issue? Or should we rethink this, reorganize and stuff? Definitely I'm not saying we should give up on gay marriage. But the national debate in Washington and all over the country on national is, what are our priorities now and what is our agenda? First of all, I think the idea of having an African-American president, trust me, I come from the 60s and 70s, colored. I was just at the Kennedy Library in Boston, and there was a sign that showed from the Civil Rights Movement from the 60s and 70s. Colored women, white women. And now we have an African-American president. This man believes in equality. Do not forget that unlike most presidential candidates, they would use the word gay and lesbian when they were in Hollywood, San Francisco, or New York. Obama used gay and lesbians and about equality when he was in Iowa, Alabama, or whatever. He has surrounded by some of, and a lot of them I know, are the best minds and stuff. He will come and get to our agenda. We have to be patient and understand that there's a lot going on in this world that he has to look at in the economy. I believe President Obama will be the president that truly unites our country, and by the time he leaves office, I believe there will be more equality for gay and lesbians than we ever thought we were going to be able to achieve. The biggest thing between the African Americans misunderstanding and the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community is a lot of African men say, how dare you say you're a civil rights movement? You're not a civil rights movement. The civil rights movement is Martin Luther King, the black civil rights. You're, special rights movement. I would say to President Obama, you have a ability pulpit to go into the black community and truly educate them. Not only that are we truly a civil rights movement, but there's gay and lesbians in their own families. And I want to just give you a quick example on that. When I was talking about the Lifetime Achievement Award, I was at when I received the Lifetime Unity Award and Cesar Chavez Award, it was Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh my God, I've achieved 3, I think. Oh, I better check that. But anyway, a room full of 1,000 Latinos. The only gay person getting this award, there were 3 of us. So as a Cesar Chavez Award-wise, Humanitarian Award. So they announced me, and when they said gay, the applause went a little bit less. And then I got up there. And then I talked about Cesar Chavez and say, if you really want to honor Cesar Chavez, he was the first civil rights leader to come out for gay and lesbian rights. He marched on Washington with us. He spoke at the thing. There was he supported and understood we were all God's children. And I said, so if you really want to honor Cesar Chavez, I tell every one of you in this room, I said, live the life that he wanted us to live, and that's accepting us all for who we are. We're all God's children. The applause, and trust me, it wasn't, they got it. So what I'm saying is, people who are of color, be it Obama or myself or others, need to go into our ethnic communities and talk to them and let them know this is a civil rights movement. There are still Matthew Shepherds getting killed, and there's still 15-year-olds getting killed also, just because they're gay. Just like blacks were being killed just because they were black. That's what I would tell him, to try to, I think he has that golden opportunity to educate his community.